This morning is all about see your way through. This is the third day that we're dealing with vision. The third day that we're dealing with vision. I'm going to give you the text to talk and the takeaway. Here is the text. The text is Genesis 12 and 1, the C portion of that. Just a short, brief part of that first verse out of the 12th chapter of Genesis. Listen to it. You've heard it before. Hear it again for the first time. Go to a place that I'm going to show you. God talking to Abraham. Abraham, I need you to go to a place. I got blessings stored up for you. You're going to be blessed more than the sands on the seashore. You're going to be blessed more than the stars in the sky. But listen, in order to do that, I have a vision for your life, Abraham. I got a vision for your life. I believe that when we look at Abraham's life, we're going to be able to see our way through the things that we're dealing with right now, the vision that God has for our lives. Now, I want you to think of something. Before I get into the talk, the three things that I'm going to share with you in the talk, let me give you a little more of the context. Think about this. How does Abraham go to a place he's never been, never seen, without navigation system in the car or on the camel, however you want to call it? How is he going to get there if he has never had a Google map to help him? How does he get there? Here's the three things that I want to share with you. The first thing about the text is this. Vision is internal before it's external. Write that down. Vision is internal before it's external. How do we see where God is taking us? Rene Descartes, scholar, says this. There's a third eye in which there is the seat of our soul. Medical science said the third eye is our pineal gland. Our pineal gland. It helps us to see with our mind's eye. When you're trying to visualize something, your pineal gland kicks in. And as I said, Rene Descartes says that it is our third eye, and it is the seat of our soul. It is where I can internalize where God is taking me. Before you can get to where he's taking you, you have to internalize it. You have to visually see that in the spirit. God, I see the blessing that you have on my life. I see the deliverance that you have on my life. I see how you're going to move on my children, my grandchildren. I see how you're going to bring someone into my life. I see how I'm going to have a breakthrough. I have to have a third eye, if you will, in the spirit to grab a hold of, and that I might be able to go to the place that he's going to show me, though I've never been. That's how Abraham got to a place without a Google map. Without knowing where God was taking him. He got up every day with his mind's eye in the spirit connected to God to get there. Here's the second thing. The second thing is this, to talk about the text, is this. Vision is vectors from heaven, not earth. Vision is vectors from heaven, not earth. Vectors. What is vectors? Before I was a chaplain in the Air Force, I was an air weapons controller. An air weapons controller that sits at a radar scope or up in AWACS plane, and it tells fighter pilots where the enemy pilots are, or the enemy aircraft are. And you do that with a certain language, and you would tell them a radio transmission language, and you would say to them in certain words, one of those things was vectors. Vectors have to do with giving people direction. It has to do with giving someone direction. And what I'm saying to you is that our vectors, our direction, where we're going to go, comes from heaven and not earth. It's not earthbound, but it's heaven bound. Our vectors come from God. Here's what Psalms 37:23 said. The steps or stops of a righteous man are ordered by the Lord. My vectors are by God. Right, left, straight ahead, pause, whatever the case may be. That's what God told Joshua. Fear not, Joshua. Don't be dismayed. Don't go to the right or to the left. You vector straight ahead. And everything you touch is going to be yours. That was the vision that he had, and he has that same vision for you. Here's the third thing that I want you to get. Vision always deals with where you are going and not where you have come from. Vision always deals with where you are going and not where you have been. Spend no more time on what you have gone through. Spend your time on where you are going to. Can I say that one more time? Stop spending time on what you are going through. Start spending time on where you are going to. Abraham had to leave his family to go to his future. He had to leave all of that to get to where God was trying to take him. He said, look at here, Abraham, drop off dad, mom, all your siblings, get your wife, and get going. And I'm going to show you where I'm taking you. And where I'm taking you into blessings that are more than you can count, than the sand grains on the seashore, and more than the stars that you can see at night. Just get going and go where I'm taking you and forget where you're leaving. What's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this: the harder you look with your mind's eye, the clearer the vision that God has for you, for your future. The harder you look with your mind's eye, the third eye, the seat of your soul, by connecting with the Spirit of God, it's clear where he's going to take you. You can see your way through. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. If the manna bless you, bless somebody else. If this podcast bless you, then bless somebody else. Share it. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna and I Lead Podcasts. Bye now.